Eat just 3 dates a day. And this happens to seniors. Picture this. You open your pantry, reach past the crackers and canned soup, and your fingers land on a small box of glossy coffee brown fruit. They feel sticky, smell like caramel, and look almost too sweet to be healthy. Most folks over 60 would pass them by, convinced that dates are sugary little indulgences best left to younger metabolisms. Yet science, and thousands of years of traditional wisdom, tell a different story. When seniors eat just 3 dates every single day, the body responds in ways most people never imagine. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what happens, why it matters, and how easy it is to weave this habit into daily life. I'm a nutrition specialist who has spent 2 decades working with older adults. I've watched clients regain steady blood pressure, calmer digestion, sharper memory, and even better sleep, simply by choosing whole foods at the right times. Dates stand out as one of the most reliable allies. So if you're ready, let's jump in, starting with the benefit that surprises my clients the most. Your brain is hungry. It runs on a constant trickle of glucose and relies on antioxidants to mop up the waste products your thoughts leave behind. That's why the first big change many seniors feel after a few weeks of daily dates is mental clarity. 3 little dates deliver a unique bundle of flavonoids, carotenoids, and vitamin B6 that soothe inflammation in delicate brain tissue. Less inflammation means nerve cells communicate more smoothly. Imagine trying to hold a phone conversation in a room full of static. The moment someone turns down the background hiss, every word becomes clearer. That's what dates do for your neurons. In animal studies, diets enriched with dates reduced inflammatory markers in the hippocampus, the seat of memory, and slowed the buildup of those sticky amyloid plaques that steal memories in Alzheimer's. Humans who eat dates daily report fewer senior moments, steadier moods, and an energy lift that lasts through the afternoon without the caffeine crash. You don't need lab equipment to notice this. Keep a little journal beside your favorite chair. Rate your focus each morning on a scale of 1 to 10 before you start the date habit. Then watch that number inch upward over the next month. Here's a little-known bonus. Those same brain-loving antioxidants don't just fight memory loss. They may also help support better coordination and balance. One recent study suggested that seniors who consumed antioxidant-rich fruits had fewer falls and better stability. That's a huge plus when even a minor slip can mean weeks of recovery. And just when you think that's enough, it gets better. New research is also looking at how dates affect mood and cognitive resilience. Some early findings suggest that the flavonoids in dates may help boost the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a compound that helps protect existing neurons and encourages the growth of new ones. Think of BDNF as a kind of fertilizer for the brain. So yes, your 3 dates might not only be fighting memory decline, they could be planting seeds for future cognitive strength. Sharper thinking is wonderful, but the reward that matters even more to most seniors is a stronger, steadier heart. That's benefit number 2, and it's the one cardiologists nod at approvingly. 3 dates provide roughly as much potassium as a small banana. And potassium is the mineral your arteries crave. It coaxes tense blood vessel walls to relax so blood can flow freely. Magnesium in those same fruits helps regulate the tiny electrical pulses that keep your heart beating in rhythm. Over time, this combination nudges high blood pressure downward. Meanwhile, soluble fiber in dates glides through the intestine like a soft sponge, trapping excess cholesterol and escorting it out of the body before it can clog arteries. Antioxidants clear away rogue molecules that roughen artery walls. Put it all together, and you can see why long-term date consumption is linked to lower rates of coronary disease. I've watched clients shave a few critical points off their systolic readings in 3 months just by swapping evening pastries for 3 dates and a mug of green tea. They didn't add a new prescription, didn't start running marathons, just made a tiny, delicious change that tasted like dessert. Now let's turn to digestion, because nothing drags down quality of life faster than a stubborn gut. Constipation, gas, and bloating are so common after 60 that many people begin to think discomfort is just a part of aging. It isn't. The third remarkable shift that happens when you eat 3 dates a day is smoother, more dependable digestion. Each date is packed with both insoluble and soluble fiber. Insoluble fiber acts like a broom, sweeping waste through the intestines. Soluble fiber dissolves into a silky gel that softens stool and feeds friendly gut bacteria. Those microbes, in turn, create short-chain fatty acids that calm inflammation throughout the digestive tract and even help regulate appetite. Studies show older adults who add dates to breakfast experience more regular bowel movements, less straining, and lower abdominal pressure. If you've ever spent a restless night because your stomach felt tight and twisted, imagine waking up light, comfortable, and ready for breakfast. That's the payoff. Speaking of breakfast, here's a simple routine. Soak 3 pitted dates in half a cup of warm water overnight. By morning, they'll be plump, tender, and ready to mash into your oatmeal. Pour the naturally sweet soaking water over the top instead of brown sugar. Your taste buds get the same caramel note while your colon gets a head start on fiber for the day. Now let's talk about bones and joints. Everyone knows calcium is vital, but calcium can't do its job alone. Magnesium, phosphorus, manganese, and vitamin K act as foremen on the construction site where new bone tissue is laid down. Dates supply all these helper minerals in one tidy package. At the same time, the anti-inflammatory compounds we've already celebrated ease swelling inside the knee and hip joints. Seniors who snack on dates often notice subtle wins first. Getting out of a low car seat feels easier, or fingers feel less stiff when tying shoelaces. Over months, bone density scans can show slower loss compared with peers who skip mineral-rich fruit. I like to think of every date as a tiny deposit in your skeletal savings account. You may not see the interest every day, but one day when you trip on the doorstep and recover without a fracture, you'll be glad that account was full. Those are the 4 headline benefits, yet the story doesn't end there. Beyond bones, brain, digestion, and heart, 3 dates a day quietly help regulate blood sugar, a concern on almost every senior's mind. Their special mix of fiber and natural fructose slows the release of glucose, so you avoid the harsh spikes and crashes that refined sweets deliver. Studies comparing dates to white bread and table sugar show far gentler post-meal readings, which means steadier energy and less strain on the pancreas. That slower rise also reduces cravings, supporting healthy weight management. Want one more surprising effect? Balanced blood sugar doesn't just reduce diabetes risk, it can also help protect your vision. Uncontrolled glucose levels damage the tiny blood vessels in the eyes, but maintaining stable sugar helps keep those vessels healthy, reducing risk of diabetic retinopathy and blurry vision. There's another hidden perk: thyroid support. Dates carry trace amounts of selenium, a mineral the thyroid depends on to convert hormones into their active forms. When seniors meet their selenium needs, metabolism stays more efficient, body temperature remains steadier, and fatigue is less crushing. Pair those minerals with the natural B vitamin complex inside dates, and you create a nutrient duet that keeps cellular engines humming. Even muscle preservation gets a boost. Potassium works hand in hand with amino acids to reduce the breakdown of muscle tissue during daily activity. Seniors who walk or garden after enjoying dates often notice less next-day soreness because their muscles recover faster when the electrolyte balance is ideal. Finally, don't overlook hydration. Dates come bundled with simple sugars and key electrolytes, potassium and magnesium, that encourage cells to hold on to the water you drink. Slip 3 dates into a post-walk snack with a glass of water, and you're essentially crafting a natural sports drink minus the artificial additives. With these added advantages, it becomes clear that a trio of dates isn't merely a sweet treat. It's a comprehensive wellness package tailor-made for senior bodies. Dates throw in a handful of bonus perks that round out senior wellness. For starters, the same carotenoids that protect neurons shield delicate eye tissue from age-related damage. If macular degeneration runs in your family, every bite rich in carotenoids counts. Then there's iron, modest but useful, paired with natural vitamin C in dates flesh that helps your body absorb it. A mild, nagging fatigue sometimes vanishes once seniors correct small iron shortfalls. Add trace selenium and zinc, and your immune system gets fresh armor right when seasonal colds start making rounds. Energy? Dates shine here too. Their sugars occur alongside fiber, so glucose enters the bloodstream gradually. That means you enjoy a gentle lift instead of a spike. Many older adults notice they can skip the second cup of coffee once dates become a routine snack. Better yet, those natural sugars partner with amino acids like tryptophan and magnesium to nudge the brain toward healthy melatonin production after sunset. A sweet bite mid-evening can translate into a smoother slide toward sleep, and good sleep is the ultimate repair shop for cells pushed hard all day. At this point, you might be thinking, great, but how do I make this habit stick? Simplicity is your friend. Keep a small jar of pitted dates on the kitchen counter, visible and easy to reach. After breakfast, place 3 on a saucer. They'll be waiting when mid-morning hunger hits. If you're always on the go, tuck a little zip bag of dates into your coat pocket. They withstand heat, cold, and jostling far better than bananas or berries. Traveling? Dates clear airport security with no trouble and never leaks. Blend them into smoothies, slice them over cottage cheese, stuff them with a sliver of soft cheese for an elegant appetizer, or chop them into chicken salad for a Middle Eastern twist. Once you start experimenting, you'll find dates play well with almost anything. Now, moderation and common sense. 3 dates are the sweet spot. Pun intended. That's about 60 calories and 16 grams of natural sugar, cushioned by fiber and minerals. Diabetics, or anyone on strict carbohydrate plans, should measure their blood glucose the first few times to learn how their body responds. Most find the fiber blunts any sharp rise, but individual metabolism varies. If you live with kidney disease and must limit potassium, ask your nephrologist before adding dates daily. And check ingredient labels. Choose unsulfured, additive-free fruit. A glossy coat is fine. A sugary crust or chemical preservative list is not. Ready to begin? Start tomorrow morning. Put 3 dates beside your toothbrush tonight so you see them at dawn. Chew slowly, notice the rich toffee flavor, and picture millions of tiny nutrients dispersing through your bloodstream on their way to nourish heart cells, brain cells, and bones. Repeat that ritual every day for 30 days. Mark a simple calendar, just an X, through each date-eating day, At the end of the month, pause and scan your body. How are your bathroom trips? Did your blood pressure cuff yield a friendlier number? Are your afternoon crossword puzzles coming a little easier? Small observations reveal big change. Share the habit. Hand a pouch of dates to someone you love and say, 3 a day? Feel the difference. Small daily choices spark big, lifelong rewards. Thanks for joining me, and catch our next episode on simple superfoods for seniors.